Hello, JAFRA fans. Thank you so much for joining us today in our skincare tips for summer radiance. So I want to see hands, I want to see likes and hearts if you are ready to kick off summer. Summer is here and it's time to revamp our skincare routine to protect and nourish our skin during the warmest months of the year. So today I have a special guest with me. She is an expert and she's going to share with us 7 essential skincare ingredients for a radiant summer glow. So let's welcome our special guest, Tia Setner.
Hi, everyone. So I am the Regulatory Affairs Manager of the U.S. market, and it is my job to ensure that all of our JAFRA products meet all state and federal regulations. Just so you guys know, I've been here for over 13 years, and one of my first jobs here at JAFRA was actually in the lab, and I was formulating products. One of my favorite products that I ever formulated was JF9 Chrome, actually. Just to give you guys like a little background about what we do in regulatory affairs, we are the ones that are responsible for reviewing all of the ingredients in our formulas, all of the labeling on the packaging, whether that's the net content, the use instructions, the warnings, and any and all of the marketing materials that you see. We make sure that it's compliant and safe when it gets to you in the market. One thing too that I want to note that maybe you might not know is here at JAFRA, not only do we have to comply with the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, and their regulations, but also that each of the 50 states that we sell in also create their own regulations as well. So we keep really busy here in the regulatory affairs team at JAFRA, tracking each of these regulations very closely to make sure that we're ready to reformulate if possible whenever it's required by law.
Thank you so much, Tia. So I am very pleased to have you as our special guest today. And I'm sure our followers, consultants, leaders, clients who are watching today are very happy to have you here and, to give us all that knowledge that you have. So let's get started with our presentation that we have put together today for everyone. So we want to, talk about key ingredients that are good for the summer. And as the season is heating up, it's essential to nourish our skin with the right ingredients. So look for skincare products that contain salicylic acid, vitamin C, aloe vera, rose water, and Tia is going to share, benefits about these ingredients and why are they important. But I know, Tia, when we were, chatting about these live, you wanted to share with our followers what is a key ingredient and what is an active ingredient.
Yes, that's a great point. I'm sure many of you have noticed that sometimes we refer to things as active ingredients and some as key ingredients. And the main, at the end of the day, in both cases, these are our hero ingredients, right? These are the ingredients that help deliver that primary benefit of the product that we want you to see and feel. This kind of goes back to what we were talking about, that some of our products are considered by the FDA as over-the-counter drugs. Think your sunscreens, your antiperspirants, your skin protectants, your acne products, they have in there, it's easy to see it because if you hold the package up, you can see the drug fact carton on the back. And these are the products that will contain your active ingredients. And this is the one that it's going to deliver those main benefits of the products. And then for all of our other cosmetic products, rather than the OTC drugs, we call out the key ingredients, and these are the ones that help deliver the intended result for that product as well.
Thank you so much, Tia, for that explanation. It's very easy to understand when it comes from an expert. So I hope you guys, just like me, are so thrilled to be able to learn these difference between key ingredients and active ingredients. And while we get our followers to join our live and get them ready, I would like to ask you a question, Tia, and I would like to ask our followers to share with us in the comments. If you could only bring 3 skincare products on a summer getaway, what would you pack and why?
Ooh, that's a good question. And I think for sure, I know if it's a summertime getaway, SPF is a non-negotiable. I think if it was a trip where I was going and I was going to be like fishing or, doing something outside, I think I probably would bring my body protector SPF, just so I make sure that I'm protecting my skin from the sun. I would think also something I do 2 times a day, I would need a cleanser. So I would bring my Revitalized Gentle Cleansing Milk because I think that's super moisturizing and would it can take off the SPF products and any makeup. And then also I would want to follow that probably with a moisturizer. I'm thinking I really liking the Gold Dynamics Firm and Correct moisturizer these days. So I would probably bring that to put on after. I feel like those are kind of the key ones that you have to have on a trip.
Those are very good products to pack in. I want to hear from our followers, which one would be your top 3 skincare products? You didn't ask me, Tia, but I'm going to give them a little bit of time to answer in the comments. I am a family of 6, so I would definitely take my body sunscreen, my toning essence to get refreshing, and my JAFRA Skin Gel to Eyes hydrator. So these are my top 3. I would like to hear from our followers, which are your top 3. And Tia, are we ready to share with them like the benefits of these key ingredients? My first one that I have for you is salicylic acid. So what can you share with us about these ingredients?
Awesome. Yeah. So this kind of goes back to what we were talking about before about active ingredients, right? This is starting off strong with our acne line, with our Clear Smart line. The main active ingredient of that line is salicylic acid. They are a beta hydroxy acid, also known as a BHA. And this is a great exfoliating ingredient that helps the skin to exfoliate the skin to prevent clogged pores. And it also helps to calm your skin and reduce the appearance of redness. This line is crucial to help with acne flare-ups in the summertime and honestly all year round. But one thing I do say is it's very important that if you are using a product like this, like an acne product with salicylic acid, you should definitely make sure to use your SPF during the day.
And that's why we love this line, because it's a complete line. It has the cleanser, the toner, the SPF, and also if you are like me, that once in a while you get those acne popping out, it has that gel that you can just apply it. And like Tia shared with us, it's a very gentle regimen for that delicate skin.
Yeah, exactly. It helps prevent new pimples from forming, and it can also help to clear up the ones you already have. So these are great products to have in your back pocket.
Thank you. And I know another key ingredient that everybody is looking for and everybody wants that brightening on their skin. It's our vitamin C, which is the brightening powerhouse. What can you share with us about these ingredients?
Yes, I think this is actually, I don't know, it could be one of the most well-known antioxidants, especially in the cosmetic space right now. Vitamin C is very crucial to help with brightening of your skin. Another great thing is it's great with helping to minimize signs of aging, fine lines, wrinkles, to really give you that more radiant appearance and just what you crave during the summer, right? You want to be glowing. You want to not have those visible lines and all of that. Um, I see here we have the spot serum, but another one I want to point out that also has a pretty high concentration of vitamin C are the BioLab 20% vitamin C facial capsules, which are super great at getting those antioxidant effects as well to your skin. Like I said in the previous one, just like with salicylic acid, vitamin C is another one that you want to make sure you're wearing your SPF during the day when you're using this product.
Thank you, Tia, for that reminder.
Mhm.
And I just think, like any ingredient that we use, our SPF in our morning routine, it's a do not skip step, do not skip product. So thank you
Yes.
for giving us that reminder. The other ingredient that we want to share today, it's this one, which is, I know your favorite, Tia. So help me talk about this
Of
one.
course, niacinamide. This is a great ingredient that to add into skincare. It is also known and referred to as vitamin B3. And one of the main things it's known for are its brightening properties. It also is known as a really soothing ingredient that helps to support the skin's moisture barrier to create a really healthy skin barrier. Products with this hero ingredient can help give you a brighter and smoother, plumping looking appearance.
And what I like about these ingredient that comes in our Nova Marine line is that the Nova Marine is also a complete line of cleanser, moisturizer, the serum, and it's for every type skin, correct? Like if they
Yep.
have oily skin.
Yep. I also wanted to point out too, I don't know if any of you out there are going on any road trips, but if you are, I know that I would want to have my niacinamide and vitamin E hand cream because the sun can penetrate through your driver's, your windshield, and you got to protect your hands also, which age just as much as your face do, if not more. So I think that's a great thing to also add to your routine in the summer.
That's wonderful. We can't forget one time I was talking to one of our leaders and she's like, we are 100% skin, so we have to take care of our hands, our neck, our face.
Yep.
So
It's so true. And they say, aside, a lot of people focus on the face, they do all their skincare here, but then they kind of ignore the other parts that will also then in turn age you more than anything.
yeah, one of the tips that I can give our followers is every time I am done with my face, whatever I have left, I always put them in my hands. So
Yes, that's
I
so
think
perfect.
it's
And it's
working.
Yeah, and it's good also, they say to bring down your product down into your neck too, because a lot of people get the aging skin on their neck. So once you're putting it here, although they say to bring it up rather than down, but use the extra product to also give this part of your body a little bit of extra care too.
Thank you for those tips. So now we are going to talk about one of the favorite key ingredient for many many years, which is the aloe vera, and this one comes in our micellar water. When Tia and I were working together to put this presentation together, we were both talking. how do you use this product, Monica, and how do you use it, Tia? So Tia, share with us about this hero ingredient and the product.
Yeah, so aloe vera, I feel like, is one of those timeless natural ingredients, right? It's been around for generations. We all probably know somebody who has a plant of it in their backyard, whom, we all use it for its soothing and moisturizing properties. Some people put it on burns, it's perfect for use after you've been out in the sun. It helps to like hydrate your skin, soothe your skin, make it feel refreshed. Um, so I think that the micellar water is great for kind of refreshing your skin after you've been out for a long time, cleaning it. And you can also use it, in a dual step routine when you're cleansing. Um, Another thing that I wanted to point out is that, you might not be able to keep aloe vera when it's just as a plant, right? But when you have it added into your products, it's there for you to keep using day in and day out. It's not going to go bad, right? Because we have the preservatives and all of that to keep it fresh.
Thank you, Tia. And
Yeah.
let's see if our followers are still here with us. We have a question. So write in the comments, do you think it's true or false? You don't need moisturizer as often in the summer. So let's see who gets it right first in the comments. Let's see who would like to participate. I see, a lot of our followers are connected today, Tia. So it must be you. It must be, our special guest. So Tia, what do you think it's the answer? Is it true or is it false?
I think it is definitely false. You should never skip your moisturizer in the summer or ever. And actually, excess dryness can actually sometimes prompt your skin to overproduce oil and have the opposite effect. So, moisturizers really can give your skin the hydration it needs to look and feel its best at all times throughout the year. And I would say if the heavier creams that you usually use in the winter seem a little too heavy for the summer months, you can always switch it to a more lightweight option like, the Revitalized Longevity Balm or whatever one is we have so many at JAFRA to choose from. So if you choose the one that works best for you and your skin, yeah.
Thank you, Tia. And I see that Angie participated. She got it right. She said false. Maria also said it's false. So good job, ladies.
Great job.
Now, I think what's my favorite moisturizer is that I use the Fine moisturizer, Tia, but I know you were saying that the Gold Dynamics is the one you're loving right now.
Yeah, I really do. I feel like it just gives my skin the moisture I need. And also, I feel like I might look a little bit younger. I don't know.
You do. You look very young. You look like you just graduated from high school.
Oh, hey, I would love to go back there.
Okay, so the other key ingredient that we want to talk to our audience today is our rose water. That you can find that ingredient in our Jafra Royal Revitalized Toning Essence. And what I like about this product is that it doesn't matter what skincare regimen you're using, whether you're the five, whether you are gold, I mean, you name it, this is a product that you can integrate into your routine. I particularly love this after my nighttime routine when I do my double cleansing, and then when I go over this one with a cotton pad, I can still see how it's picking up, the last residues of makeup in my face. So what can you share with us about this refreshing elixir?
So rose water, I think, is kind of similar to aloe vera, whereas it's also a great ingredient for helping to calm and soothe and hydrate your skin. And like you said, it's really great for refreshing right before you continue your care routine. Um, I would say also, I've been told that it's a really great way to prep your skin before applying makeup too. So, you do your whole skincare routine, like you said, cleanse and you tone, and then you can follow with your makeup. And, skin preparation is one of the key pillars of the makeup process, I would say. So it's great to have that good base layer to start with.
Yes, it is. I can agree to that 100%, Tia. So moving on into our next product or key ingredient is our JAFRA Skin Gel to Eyes Hydrator. I personally love this one. He, I like to play with my skincare regimens, and sometimes if my skin is feeling thirsty, this is my go-to because of the hyaluronic acid. So Tia, share with us, the magic of these ingredients.
Yes, hyaluronic acid is an incredible ingredient. One of the things it's both most well known for is it actually has the ability to hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water. So obviously, if this ingredient can hold the water, it takes it right into your skin. And this helps to leave your skin looking really pleasantly plumped and refreshed. It's also super lightweight, but also hydrating. And these are super critical for summertime. Um, I also know that we have this ingredient in our new Royal Jelly Hydrating Eye Cream and also in the Silk Serum Foundation. And one thing I also wanted to point out to everyone too is that you may see this ingredient listed in different ways. Sometimes you'll see it as sodium hyaluronate. And then also you can see it as hyaluronic acid derivative. It's important for you guys to understand that all of these names refer to the same ingredient and they all deliver the same kinds of benefits to your skin of moisturizing and leaving it plump and refreshed.
That's awesome. That's, something that sometimes if we don't know much about the ingredients and we might think it's a different function or it's doing a different benefit to our skin, but Tia just shared with us that it does the same thing. So thank you for bringing that up, Tia.
Of course.
We are moving on to another one from your Gold Dynamics line, which is our retinol key ingredient that we here at JAFRA have our retinol capsules. This one also, I think it's very trending right now, and especially for the summer. How can these ingredients help us?
Yes, retinol is definitely part of the craze right now. It is one of the best ingredients for fine lines and aging signs. Retinol is a form of vitamin A, and this ingredient really helps to improve the appearance of those lines and wrinkles. And if you have any uneven skin texture, this ingredient really helps to promote a smoother and more youthful look. This I know, for myself as I'm aging, this is really great for my skin to try and make it so these lines don't show as much. I wanted to call out a couple other products too. That I like. The Revitalized Line and Pore Perfecting Serum also has retinol in it. And then the same call out you said, like we're supposed to use SPF every day, but especially when you're using retinol, make sure you're using your SPF.
We can skip that, and it's more important to know that when we use retinol, I also started using our retinol capsules a few months ago because I wanted it to help with my skin texture. And my good friend, she told me, don't forget your SPF. That's crucial when you're using retinol. So definitely, I do not go outside without my SPF.
That's perfect. That's how it should be.
And that's our next product that we are going to talk about today, and our last one from our list today, which is our SPF. And I know, Tia, you have wonderful information to share with us about our JAFRA sunline.
Yes, of course. I would say, I think this one's my favorite topic. It is, I would say sunscreens are arguably the most important product to use during the summer. I wanted to share with you guys a little bit that kind of has to relate with my job, but also prepares you guys on how to choose your SPFs. Um, I wanted to start with a broad spectrum sunscreen. What that means, right? It means that it provides protection from both UVA and UVB radiation by creating a barrier that helps to either absorb or reflect that radiation so that it can't damage your skin. That's why this helps you stay youthful looking. It helps avoid that damage that would normally hurt your skin. The SPF value, right, whether it's a 15, whether it's a 30, whether it's a 50, this all indicates the level of the sunburn protection that is provided by that product. We always say that you should use a minimum of 15, but 30 is more even better, and 50 is, you know, even better than that, depending on what you're looking for. Another thing to kind of differentiate when we're talking about sunscreens is we have our normal broad spectrum SPF products, and then we have our water resistant broad spectrum SPF products. The main difference of this, like whether it's water resistant or not, must be stated on the front panel. And as you'll see on our sun products, they do state water resistant 40 minutes, right? Is that right, Monica?
That's right, and I have it here with me, and I was reading it when we were putting this together, and I'm like, okay, yes.
So
Yes.
actually, you know, what that means, right, is water resistant formulas are actually formulated to stand up better to water and sweating than your normal sunscreens that you might use on a daily basis. You know, these products are imperative to use when you're going to the beach or the pool or whenever you expect to be sweating a lot. Maybe you're playing soccer or, you know, just outside moving around a lot in the sun. But what it all comes down to really is reapplication, right? Um, with the water resistant 40 minutes product, you should reapply after 40 minutes of swimming or sweating. And then with a normal sunscreen, you should reapply at least every 2 hours. Or if for whatever reason you come into contact with water when you're wearing a normal sunscreen, you should immediately reapply it because it's not formulated to stay on your skin with water. You should also always try to put on your sunscreen at least 15 minutes before you head out into the sun so that it can be fully absorbed into your skin and really give you that layer and protection that you're looking for. As I was thinking about these kind of products, I also wanted to mention, I'm not sure if any of you guys have some precious babies or toddlers in your lives, but if any of them are over 6 months of age, you can also look into using our Tender Moments Baby Sunscreen, which is an SPF 50 plus. And it is also water resistant for 40 minutes. So make sure you lather them up in that before heading out to the pool or, you know, the beach. It's important to protect their skin too.
I love that you bring that up, Tia, because when we go out, if we have babies, we don't leave them at home. We take them with us. So they
Yes.
have to be protected as well from the sun. And I was reading here a comment from Maria. She said that she loves the tinted one from our JAFRA sun. And I think that's my favorite too, Maria, because I love how it gives you that no makeup look, but you're also protecting your skin. So that's my favorite too. Which one is your favorite, Tia?
I think I do like the tinted face protector as well. I feel like you get the best of both worlds. You get a high rated SPF and you also get the sunscreen. But I do like the new Silk Serum foundation for that no makeup look too. If you want something just for the everyday, not when you're going to the beach.
Yeah. But you know what? One of the tips that I can give and that our makeup artists also share with us is when you're doing your skin prep before makeup, you can put your whether you can put the JAFRA Sun SPF or one from the Revitalize line, the 5. That's what I do, and then I apply my makeup. So we
Yep.
get both both protections there. Um, yeah, so with that, we wrap up this presentation, which I think it's amazing information that we learned from you today. I want to say thank you for taking the time to join me in this live, and I hope to have you more often. And thank you, everyone that stayed here with us during this live. So we will see you on the next one.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Bye.